פשעתי לפניך, ועשיתי כך וכך, והרי ניחמתי ובושתי במעשי, לעולם איני חוזר לדבר זה, זהו עיקרו של וידוי. So the Rambam tells us the ikaro shel vidui when a person is being misvada on a particular chait, right? Eini chozer l'dovo zeh. Im ove odam al achas mehen. So the scenario that the Rambam is depicting is a person is doing tshuva for a particular chait. And nevertheless, the Rambam says, the Lashonos, chatasi avisi pashati lefanecha. So if the medubar is a particular chait, so either he did it b'shogeg, or he did it b'mezid, or he did it rebelliously, it's either chatasi avisi or pashati. Why does the Rambam have all three? So the Ram Zachon Levacha said pshat, because even though there is sort of a primary characteristic in what a person does, and we do classify Chatoim as shogeg or mezid or rebellious, but the truth is that in mezid there's also an element of shogeg, and shogeg there's an element of mezid v'chulu. A person is mezid, but on the other hand, obviously, if he had his priorities right, if he... So there's an element of shogeg to it. A person is shogeg, if it was important enough to him, so then the accident wouldn't have happened. So hagam that we do la halacha, there is shogeg. You bring a korban b'shogeg, and there is a primary defining characteristic, but on another level, the different modalities overlap, and that's what's reflected in the chatasi avisi pashati. Perhaps an additional pshat would be as follows. The Chovos Halvavos has an extraordinary view that the other Rishonim don't have, that when a person does tshuva, he can't single out a particular Aveiro. He has to be doing tshuva for everything for which he has to do tshuva. It can't be that I do tshuva v'chet X and leave chatoim Y and Z unaddressed and unattended to, because it's a tate desasrei. If I'm misnachem on having been over al devar Hashem on Ritzon Hashem, so how is it that I'm doing tshuva for chet X and not for Y and Z? The other Rishonim clearly don't subscribe to that. The Rambam clearly doesn't subscribe to that. The Rambam says no, that tshuva can single out, and a person can compartmentalize a particular chait in terms of doing tshuva. But maybe the disagreement with the Chovos Halvavos is not so absolute, but Eino Chanami, the Torah allows us to do tshuva for a particular chait, to be mizvada on a particular chait, but there at least needs to be an acknowledgement. There can't be an implicit, as it were, denial or failure of recognition that Ribon Shalom, that there are other accounts that I need to settle. And the pshat l'chatasi avisi pashati is Ribon Shalom hagam, that maybe I haven't worked on myself sufficiently that I can honestly say nichamti uboshti about the other chatoim, that maybe I'm not yet in a position to that rightly or wrongly I'm not yet in a position to be doing tshuva. But when a person does tshuva for a particular chait, there needs to be this acknowledgement of Ribon Shalom, I recognize that this is part of a broader picture, and therefore hagam that it's eini chozer l'dovo zeh, that the person is really singling out and targeting a particular Aveiro, but there is this recognition of, yes, chatasi avisi pashati, and then according to that, the vocalization would be nichamti uboshti b'ma'asai, even in the plural, even if the tshuva right now, presently, is only targeting a particular Aveiro.